Welcome back to the Thrifty Food Plan channel. I am so glad you are here. If you're new, I'm Jay and I'm the creator here. So as I get ready for my next 10-day grocery haul, I just want to honor a couple of things. First, I'm learning as I go along. So I used to shop every single week. I'm trying to shop every 10 days instead. And I've found that it is helping me save a little money, even if it means that I've got to be really on top of everything. So a couple of things that I am still learning as I'm making this shift. First, I'm eating through some things more quickly than maybe I anticipated when all of this started. So I need to think through that as I am putting together sort of my grocery hauls and prepping for them. I think the other thing is when I looked back on my 10-day hauls at the end of March and in April, there were some things that I was buying onesie twosie, and it was just kind of ridiculous in the sense that like I was paying $1 a pound for russet potatoes. That doesn't make any sense. But you can get them way cheaper if you buy them in bulk. And so this video, you're gonna see a tiny bit of stockpiling for things that are gonna last me beyond the 10-day period that I should be able to continue eating off of throughout the whole month, not just for the next 10 days. And as always, the very first thing I will do before I even think about going to the grocery store is I will take a look at what I already have in my fridge, freezer, and pantry. So let's get to it. As always, no judging about cleanliness up in here. All right, I am completely out of soy milk, completely. I have one lemon left. I did not use lemon last week, so this week that lemon probably needs to get used. I will use it to make homemade hummus and also for lemon slices in my water. I drank plain water all week last time and looking forward to a lemon. There's some vegetable oil spread stuff back there that's the College Phenom stuff. All right, I have a tiny amount of cheese left. I have nutritional yeast, flax, chickpea flour back there. I have 1/4 of an onion left, 3 carrots, and absolutely nothing down there. Wow. Pretty bare bones, people. Ate through a lot of things. All right, up here, I have some frozen bananas. Still have some frozen spinach. This is smoothie making. I have 2 English muffins left and 1 Boca burger left. I have some vegetable odds and ends to make broth with when I need to. I've got some carrots left, some muke mame, and some broth that I've already made. So I'm also completely out of coffee. Whew. In the pantry, I'm completely out of oats. I've got plenty of popcorn left. I've got some millet left. I've got this 1/2 pound of macaroni noodles. This is a vegan cheese sauce. It's pretty good, but it's expensive. And I've had it for, I don't know, I should check the expiration date. Down here is kind of baking goodness, but I am completely out of chocolate. Love to have a piece of chocolate every day after lunch. Down here is College Phenom stuff plus dog food. So not much in what is functionally my eating pantry. Now, in terms of produce that I have left over, I have regrown my green onions, so I should be pretty good on green onion for the week. I have 3 clementines left and 1 potato. Now, between the last shop and this shop, I did want to be transparent with y'all. When I ordered my coffee last time, I went ahead and got these chopped nuts, also delivered from Amazon, $2.99 for a 1/2 pound. And then one of my neighbors told me that the Dollar Tree had this in stock. Now, normally this 20-ounce bag is one of like the dollar plus items, it's usually $3, but my neighbor told me that for whatever reason that day they had them marked at $1.25. So I totally took a special drive over to the Dollar Tree to get a $1.25 bag of 20 ounces of frozen fruit, because that is going to be great for smoothies. So these two expenses will be added to the total of my grocery haul that we're getting ready to do. Okay, so I've looked through fridge, pantry, freezer. There's not a lot there. There are the beginnings of some potential meal items, like that ½ pound of macaroni that's been sitting in my pantry since New Year's Day when I made mac and cheese for the college phenom. Been in there a long time, probably should go ahead and eat it. The next thing I do is I kind of chart out a basic meal plan, look at, for my Kroger equivalent, which is called a King Super where I live. I go in, I look at their loss leaders, I look at any coupons that might be available, and then I put everything on my potential list in the King Super app, the Kroger equivalent app, and then I do the same thing for the Walmart app. And this is just a way for me to figure out what's actually gonna be cheaper. Now, I know that this haul is gonna be more than $35, so I am gonna do a grocery pickup instead of going to the store. The $35 mark is the place at which, with my stores, the pickup is free, there's no fee. The other thing I wanna note here is that I am out of some household items, and I do wanna pick those up while I'm at the store, kind of household and personal care. That's a separate budget in my budget, but we will look at it all together. So, where did I end up shopping? Let's take a look at the haul. Okay, friends, I am back from my grocery pickup, and there was a pretty big error in the order as I unpacked everything, so we will talk about that. But let's look at what I got. So instead of buying onesie, twosie potatoes, I went ahead and got a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I think this was just over $3, way cheaper than buying them onesie, twosie by pound. I got 1 sweet potato, 1 yellow onion, pound of carrots, some broccoli cuts. Look how tiny these are. Can you see how small these are? They're very small bell peppers. 3-pack of bell peppers. That was $2.98. This is one of the places where the Walmart was much cheaper than the King Super. The King Super, they were $1.47 each. So pretty good savings there. A big head of romaine. I had ordered a head or a bunch of kale as well for $1.48, but they were out, and the only substitution they could offer me was a bag of washed and chopped kale for $3.98. So I politely declined that substitution. 2 bananas, and here is the error. I also had purchased in my pickup order a big bag of clementines, which appear nowhere, and I just double checked. I was charged for that, but didn't get it. So I will have to get $3.98 back from the Walmart, and I'm gonna have to probably go up to my Kroger equivalent and pick up some fruit, because I'm not driving all the way to Walmart. It's like it's a haul from my house, so just not doing it. And then, not sure if it's fruit or veg, but I got 2 cans of tomatoes, 1 regular and then 1 that's already got some seasonings in it with basil, garlic, and oregano. In dairy, picked up soy milk. Now, my Walmart does not carry unsweetened soy, which is unfortunate, but I got what I got. So, also picked up some coconut milk because I am craving curry and want that on the meal plan. Picked up a can of navy beans, a can of chickpeas, a pound of lentils. These are way cheaper at Walmart than they are at the Kroger equivalent. At the Kroger, they are $1.99, $1.34 at the Walmart. And then as a bit of a stockpile item, like the potatoes, I picked up a 2-pound of pinto beans that got the price down below $1 a pound. I'll cook half this week, and I'll have I'll cook half for the next 10 days, and then I'll have another pound left over. In grain, I picked up some old-fashioned oats. I picked up the big tub, so this is enough oats to last 30 days. So I should be fine for the next 10 days. And then I picked up a little bit of white rice. And then in the miscellaneous category, I picked up 2 bars of chocolate because one was not enough to get me through 10 days last time. And then I picked up this 2-pound bag of ground French roast dark coffee. This is by far the cheapest I was able to find, even price comparison with Amazon. The Cafe La Lave blocks that I usually buy, for whatever reason, they've been $3.19 or $3.49 the last couple of months. They're up to $4.99. So this huge bag of 2 pounds of coffee, ground coffee, should last me a while, well beyond this week. So I am gonna have to head over to my Kroger equivalent for some fruit because they left out my mandarin oranges in this order. Quite the bummer. In things I was out of in household, I needed some dish packets. I usually buy like the dish detergent that's liquid, but they were completely out, so this was the next best thing. I need some bleach for my towels and socks, so I picked up some bleach, was completely out. Sometime in the next month or so, I'm gonna need to get laundry detergent as well. And then picked up some toilet paper. That little 4-pack of Kroger toilet paper I bought, that was ridiculous. Single ply, I used it, but no thank you. And it ran out really quickly, so more TP. So these are the household items that I picked up that we'll cover in the household budget later in the video. This 5-pound bag of clementines was on sale at the Kroger for $4.99, so that is 99 cents a pound basically, and that is my buy price. So this will be my big fruit. Okay, before we can get into the budgetary damage, we need to know what the budget was. I did do a budgeting video a couple of days ago, which I will link below. And I need to convert it to a per day rate because I am shopping for 10 days, not by the week anymore. And when I do all the math, the budget for 10 days is $88.62. Okay, so in terms of what I actually spent, the 2 receipts from today when I did grocery haul was $66.99, that's Walmart, and then $4.99, that's Kroger equivalent. And I also had that fruit from the Dollar Tree and those nuts from Amazon. So I've got to add all of that in. Plus, I'm going to get refund from Walmart for the mandarins they did not actually give me. Plus, I need to take out my non-food items because the USDA Thrifty food plan only covers food, and I budget separately for household, which I will talk about at the end of this video. So I've got to take out the tax, the dish pods, the toilet paper, and the bleach. So when I add all the things together and I take out the Walmart refund and the non-food items, what I spent on food was $49.28, which is way more than I have spent the last couple of shops. That said, I did have some stockpile items that will last me more than this 10-day period. The pinto beans, the oats, the coffee. The coffee was $9.98, so that's a large part of this. I'm just going to own it. So I spent $49.28 on food. Now, against my maximum allowable food spend, according to the USDA Thrifty food plan, I came in under budget by $39.34. And hopefully in future weeks, I'll be able to keep my costs a little lower because I did do some stockpiling in this haul. So one thing that the USDA Thrifty food plan does in addition to budgetary guidance is it provides nutritional guidance. And to help ensure that we are getting our nutritional needs met while spending in a very frugal way, they suggest what percentage of our overall dollars should be spent in each nutritional category. Now, I'm a whole food plant-based vegan most of the time. There are some exceptions. So my percentages are always going to be a little out of whack. For example, I spent nearly 32% on veg. I spent 13% on fruit, so pretty much a line there. Underspent a little bit on grains, about 9%, but I will get grains every day because I will eat oats or rice most days. Proteins came in well under budget, which is not super surprising because my proteins as a whole food plant-based vegan tend to be cheaper than meat products, came in about 15%. And dairy on that soy milk and coconut milk, about 8.5%, so a little low, but again, I didn't buy any fake cheeses or anything like that. And then my miscellaneous costs went way up compared to prior shops, but that is largely because of the coffee. I bought 2 pounds of ground coffee, and as I mentioned, it was like more than $9 for those 2 pounds of coffee. So 22.85% in miscellaneous, and I am hoping that will average out across the month simply because I hope I won't have to buy coffee for a long time. So when I look at the meal plan, I will have oats most mornings. That said, now that I have some frozen fruit, I will have smoothies a couple of mornings. I'm going to have that coffee always with a little bit of soy milk. For snacks, I will have those clementines. I am going to make some homemade lemon hummus, which I will eat with carrot sticks because I got more carrots and I got some chickpeas. I can have air pop popcorn that's in the pantry. I also bought that 5-pound bag of potatoes so I can have some air fries with the ketchup that I already have in my refrigerator. For lunches, I will have big salads as long as that big head of romaine lasts. And then I will have to make soup or some kind of Buddha bowl or something like that with what I already have on hand when the romaine runs out, which it will. That head of romaine will not last 10 days. And then I did get those bars of chocolate, so I'm going to have a piece of chocolate every day after lunch. For dinner, I am going to use up that macaroni, and I'm going to make it with a red lentil sauce. And then later in the week, I will make lentil curry and rice. So if you're somebody who's interested in knowing sort of how to eat plentifully with a bag of lentils, this is going to be the meal plan for you. So 4 nights the macaroni, 4 nights the lentil. That leaves me 2 nights in my 10-day meal plan to figure out. And this comment came up in one of my recent videos. It's posted by Gary, although if I recall, it's not Gary posting. I think it's Gary's spouse posting. Let me know in the comments below. I could be wrong, but I think Gary is not actually Gary. But what Gary pointed out was you could microwave a potato, top it with a can of beans, half of a can of beans, and some veg. They like green beans. Just season it a little bit and just have that as a meal. So I'm going to do that, but in a slightly different way. I'm going to have baked potato with the broccoli, the chopped frozen broccoli that I got, and a can of navy beans, because honestly, I like broccoli more than I like green beans. So thank you for the tip, Gary and or Gary's spouse. Thank you so much for that tip. So over the next couple of days, I will be posting what I eat in a day meal prep video. I'll probably post another dinner recipe, probably that lentil curry, in another couple of days. So be on the lookout for videos sort of showing how I am executing on this meal plan. Now, I did want to touch base on the household and personal item budget because I took all those costs out of the food budget because it's not food. Can't eat tax, for example. So when I budget every month, I do budget $12.95 a week for personal and household items. That's based on data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I will put a link below to the video that explains how the Bureau of Labor Statistics suggests we budget for these things. What that means is in a given month with 4 weeks, I have $51.80 that I can spend on household and personal items. As you can see here, I spent almost half of that this week, but everything that I bought is going to last me a very, very long time. So if I control my household and personal item purchases for the rest of the month, I should be fine. And I should not have to buy dish detergent, toilet paper, or bleach for a very long time because all that stuff should last a while. Okay, friends, so that is my latest 10-day haul. Hoping it will feed me over the next 10 days, continuing to learn as I kind of transition from shopping every week to shopping every 10 days. I would appreciate all of your comments and feedback and ideas and pushes down in the comments below. Please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and be on the lookout for videos in the coming days about how I am working through this 10-day haul. Thanks so much for visiting.